Hi guys, welcome back to Archipath. This is my second video on YouTube and I wanted to show you guys some of the work that I included when I was applying for my bachelor's in architecture. As I know, when I was applying there wasn't really much guidance, so I felt a bit lost, and I hope that making a video like this will give you guys some guidance on things that you could include. And a bit of disclaimer, some of this I mainly did from when I was doing GCSE graphics and art, but even if you haven't taken any art subject and you want to start practicing art in your free time, and I know some people included photography work or DT work. So this is one of the pages that I included in when I was applying for bachelor's. So this is just some of my GCSE work. So even if you didn't do like graphics for A-levels, just include anything even from GCSE. So I tried to lay it out in terms of the different iterations, because universities like to see your thought process and how you tested different ideas and got to the end result. So just showing your journey is really beneficial. So towards the left you can see it was a collage project and I tested out different ideas like compositions, fonts. This was mainly done in Photoshop, just exploring different options and tools. And then this is just like a mock-up thing that we had to do, just showing it in a more professional setting. And then you can see how the final product turned out as well. Depending on the uni, I know they have certain platforms where you can put a description of your project separately, which is really recommended. And the next one is some of my drawings from Level Art. And this is specifically focusing on a certain artist. So I was really interested in exploring watercolour. And so I did a bit of research on the artists. And then here's a snippet of a drawing that I did. So I went around my local area and took a series of pictures of buildings that I found particularly interesting, like this brick one, because I really like the contrast between the historic church and the more modern brick building. And then I also did a bit of exploring different materials of drawing bricks. So I used acrylic for the top one, and tested a bit of watercolour, pencil, and just explored the variety of medium. I'd say if there's one that you particularly like, stick with it, but if you want to also explore, that's a good idea. It doesn't have to be too finished, like a draft. Exploration is also good to just show your process. And then this is another more personal exploration I did outside of school, and I'd say it's really good to show your process. So while you're drawing, maybe take a series of photos just showing your work at different stages. And unis really like to see that and how your drawing developed from the start to finish. So this particular one was done in acrylic and it was mainly inspired by I did a little visit with my family in Cornwall, and I particularly like this old structure. And so I'd say if you're inspired by anything you like, if you like the look of the building aesthetically or the materials, just draw what you're passionate about. And then this is another artist I decided to explore, and her works is really, I'd say, abstract in terms of playing with form. And so I decided to photograph a bit of a wooden background of Google and then printed that off. The bottom is a different artist, but I was just exploring watercolour, oil paint as well, and it was a house that I was just walking around my area and I really liked the timber building and decided to draw it. I really like how he conveyed the light in his drawings and really focus on zoomed in aspect. And I really liked the building in Bath, and I decided to do a watercolour of it, and also again showing my step process of how I achieved it, and then a bit of reflection on my work, how particularly for this it was my second attempt and how I wanted to play around with different colours and shades. Beneficial describing even if you came across some challenges that you overcome, And this is a pencil drawing. And the artist is it's called Minty Sainsbury. And she left her work partly unfinished, but I really like that because it's quite intriguing as it makes you really focus on the finished pieces and draws you in. This is another acrylic. I'd say it's one of my less strong pieces, but I still wanted to include it as it wasn't necessarily text related. And as you can see that from the image, it's not particularly accurate in terms of perspective, but just to show that I was trying different processes from start to finish and how I layered the watercolor to achieve a sense of shading, and particularly the reflection I found pretty hard, but I think it turned out quite well. And then this is GCSE lino printing, which I found quite interesting, just the whole process of carving it and seeing the end result of how the image turned out. I'd say it's more on the experimental rough side, not like some of the early pieces, but I really like that as it conveyed a different type of artwork. And then this is, again, not architecture, but I just thought it's really good to show other types of drawing. So for this one, I just got a bunch of fruit I had available at the time. Tried to make some sort of interesting composition, even including some unfinished pieces like this. It's really beneficial to show how you started the process. This is a close-up of the Roman bath-light painting before I was applying about different 3D softwares that I wanted to explore. And I'd say it's not necessarily something you need to worry about during first year, as we mainly focus on hand drawings, but I just wanted to have fun and see what I could do. So these were drawn on SketchUp, and I believe you can get it on web browser if you type in SketchUp. And I know they 7-day free trial, so you can explore different tools that you want. And for this, I was just basically exploring everything. I had no idea how to use the software, but yeah, just playing around with all the different tools and seeing what I could create. So if you literally just type in SketchUp free trial online, and lead you to this and show you how you can begin your free trial. It's a really good software to use, so it's worth checking out if you want to explore it. I'm not sure if other software do free trials, but this was the one that I'd say is good because SketchUp is pretty easy to learn in terms of software, and it's really good for beginners. Thanks guys for watching the video, and if you have any questions, put them in the comments below, and subscribe if you want to see future videos, and in the comments if you want a particular type of video, let me know and I'd be happy to make one. And check out my architecture Instagram, that's my channel, if you want to get to know more about me. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video, and thank you for watching.